Hey, sugar, come on in here. Pull up a comfortable chair. Grab a cup of tonight's tea, or something stronger if you like. Now just hush a moment. You hear that? That ain't just the woods settling. That's a place that never learned how to forget. Tonight, we're walking, only in our minds now, into a patch of forest in Cornwall, Connecticut, a place the old-timers still call Dudleytown. And before you ask, no, it was never really a town at all. Dudleytown sits hidden in the dark entry forest, a stretch of land so rocky and shadowed that even sunlight seemed to think twice before passing through. No church records, no official charter, just a handful of families trying to carve out a life out of stubborn ground, and failing. 1900, everyone was gone, moved out, or just disappeared, but folks say they didn't leave quietly. The legend doesn't begin in America. It begins in England, back in the early 1500s. A nobleman named Edwin Dudley was executed for treason under Henry VII. And according to whispered legend, a curse was laid upon his bloodline, a sentence of madness, tragedy, and early death. Generations later, Dudley descendants, Gideon, Abel, and Barzilla, settled that lonely Connecticut hillside in the 1740s. The story says the curse followed them. Curses are like that, sugar. They don't need permission to cross an ocean. The list of misfortunes is long, too long for coincidence, some say. In 1792, Gershon Hollister fell to his death during a barn raising. The man who owned the barn, William Tanner, claimed creatures came out of the woods at night, tormented him until he fled. A farmer named John Patrick Brophy lost his wife to illness. Then his children disappeared into the forest. Then he did too. Some residents were said to see demons. Others slipped into madness. Even Abel Dudley, one of the founders, was said to have lost his mind. In 1804, Revolutionary War General Herman Swift, who had fought right alongside General Washington, sat on his porch with his wife, Sarah. Lightning struck her dead, right beside him. The house didn't burn, the storm passed, but the silence afterwards never did. Long after Dudleytown was abandoned, a New York doctor named William Clark bought the land for a quiet second home. But peace didn't stay. After a trip back to the city, he returned to find his wife terrified. She said there were strange things in the woods, watching, waiting. Dr. Clark sold the property to the county and helped establish the Dark Entry Forest Association to protect the land, or maybe to contain it. In the early 1970s, the story exploded nationwide. Demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren visited Dudleytown for a Halloween special. Their verdict? Demonically possessed. That was all it took. Ghost hunters came next, thrill seekers, curious minds with cameras and bravado. Some left shaking, some left running. People who wandered too close spoke of strange orbs of light floating between the trees. They said the forest was unnaturally quiet. No birds, no insects, no foxes hunting rabbits, no deer, not even a stray coyote. Some claimed unseen hands touched them. Others felt overwhelming dread with no clear reason why. And nearly everyone agreed on one thing. The woods felt aware. Today, Dudleytown sits between warnings and patrols. The land is private. Trespassing is prosecuted. All that remains are cellar holes, stone foundations, and stories that refuse to die. Some say the curse is nothing more than folklore, a tale grown wild in the absence of people. And others say, if you strip away the superstition, what's left is still something dark. Now, some places don't want to be settled. Some land remembers blood, fear, and sorrow, and keeps it. Whether Dudleytown was cursed by a nobleman's death, or simply by bad soil and worse luck, well, sugar, not every place needs a ghost to tell you that you don't belong there. Now sleep easy tonight, and if the woods ever grow too quiet, turn around. I'll be here when you're ready for another story. You have a good night now.